And in the studio, my favorite segment of the week, it is Mr. Anson B. Walker with our Walker Lifestyle segment. Anson's got a brand new book out called Free to Be the Best Me, available at Amazon.com and at a few local book outlets as well, and at Start Fitness out there in Gluckstadt. And the trainer extraordinaire and life coach himself out there at Start Fitness, Mr. Anson B. Walker. Anson, how are you doing?
Brother, I'm doing very well, man. I'm glad to be here.
How's your week been?
Dude, awesome week. We are killing training. Clients are killing it. I'm going to actually talk about one client in particular here on the next segment. But, man, we're just trying to change lives, and I think that's what we're doing. And, Clay, I love it when that light bulb goes off, because if you get it mentally, your body's going to follow. You know, everything's mental we do in life. And so some of my clients are starting to win physically because their mind got it a month ago, 2 months ago. And that's what I love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ain't no doubt. I got some more equipment dropped off at my shop yesterday from a little gym inside there.
Good.
Smith rack and all that stuff. And it's just like, man, it feels good. I feel it getting to come back, and some cable crossovers. And
absolutely.
The whole 9 yards. I mean, you're talking about, I can't wait till I get another 2 months down the road.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
I might have to get you to come over there and give me a program together.
Dude, I'll come over there and work out with you one day.
Come on.
But yeah, it's just it's a process, man. That's what people don't understand. You didn't get overweight in 1 month. You didn't get overweight in 3 months. You got overweight years. Years and years and years of bad habits, day after day, week after week, month after month. And so to get it back off, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. Of course, we live in that instant gratification society. We want to put it in the microwave and it'd be done in 2 minutes. That's not the way it works. But with my way, at least if you get it done, it's going to stay off forever. Because, again, it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. A lifestyle, the results are permanent. Diet, the results are temporary. Yeah,
and so this chapter of the book that we're in, Chapter 6, Ground Rules for the Walker Lifestyle, you actually mentioned that very thing in here. And one of the things that I really, really liked in the first page was, and this is the one game where a little cheating will only hurt yourself and your progress. Man, that really resonated. When you cheat at any other sport, you're cheating to win.
Yeah.
You cheat on your diet, you're cheating to lose.
Yeah.
That hit me really personally last night, because I've been cheating a lot the last week or so, or last few weeks, honestly. But I got back on track yesterday, and I was like, I needed that. That was right on time. God put that quote in front of me at that moment.
It hit you in the chest, didn't it?
It did.
Dude, it's funny, man. What I love about the fitness lifestyle is it's Anson versus Anson. All right, no offense, Clay, but I can't worry about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not competing against you. I want you to win. Hell, you're my friend. But I got to take care of Anson first. And if I take care of Anson first, it's on me. And it's the accountability, it's the responsibility, it's on me to be the best me. And that's what I try to do every day, man.
Well, it's funny you say it like that, because I have learned that if I take care of me first, I'm way more apt to be able to take care of somebody else.
Absolutely. And that's kind of I got a priority list. I think it's earlier in the book, but I talk about God, and then number 2 is myself. Yeah. And the reason myself is number 2 is because if I am not mentally strong, mentally well, if I'm not physically strong, physically well, who the heck am I going to take care of if I can't take care of myself? Nobody. Yeah. I'm going to hurt them.
Let me rephrase what I said. I won't be more apt to take care of somebody else. I'd be more suited.
There you go.
To take care of somebody else.
I know what you meant. But yeah, absolutely, dude. And it's not selfish. It's actually selfless, because not only are you leading by example, which we all know is the most important type of leadership, is that leading by example. People do what you do, not what you say. Okay? So if I don't look the part and feel the part, how the heck are my clients going to follow me? How the heck are my family members going to, it's not going to happen. Man, I'm a false prophet. Don't want to be that.
No, exactly. So in here, one of the other things I highlighted that jumped off the page at me was, it's like, some people are living on a fast track to the grave. It's sad. And this is talking about Mississippians here.
What page is that?
The bottom of page 63.
Okay.
The last paragraph there.
Yeah.
So some people are living on a fast track to the grave. It's sad, but they have not found any motive to help them change. More than one, this is the big part here, then 1 out of every 4 people will die from heart disease. Or, I'm sorry, 1 out of every 4 people will die from heart disease, which is largely due to being overweight and out of condition. And down here in Mississippi, I can't tell you how often I come across people who seem to just not care about themselves. Many Southern folks specialize in eating fried foods, drinking beer at every meal, and existing and exercising their behinds on the couch. Man,
Yep.
whew, I was glad I was sitting in my office chair when I read that and not on my couch.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, I feel attacked.
Yeah, Clay, it's true because, first of all, I've done that. I grew up, we literally had fried chicken 3 times a week. We had fried pork chops once a week. We had fried catfish once or twice a week.
Fridays and Sundays.
And that's what I grew up on. And then you get to the point where, okay, you're 20, 21, so you're at college, and you're starting to learn a little bit. You're outside of your comfort zone. You're outside of your little hole in the wall. Mine was Farm Haven, Mississippi, Canton, Mississippi. And you realize, wait a minute, all right, we're doing something wrong here. And then I got all these great aunts and uncles who got diabetes and who are overweight and who are dying. And then you realize, okay, guess what? This is on me. It's not my parents. It's not on my parents. It's not on my grandparents. It's on Anson at 22, 24, 20, whatever age it is that you come to terms with it. But I realize I control this situation. I control me, and I like it when I control it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can control. Ain't a whole lot of things in life I can control. I can control what I put in my mouth.
Yeah, it just takes some self-control.
It does. It does. And it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and say, hey, we can cure this in 6 days. No, we're talking several months. Years. I didn't do this overnight, dude, and I'm still learning, Clay. I'm still learning each week, man. I'll see an article or something on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll kind of check into it, and I'm like, man, this guy's got a point, or this girl's got a point, or this dude's full of crap, whatever it is. But I'm still learning too. I ain't got it all figured out, but I know what I'm doing works. I know that.
Yeah, there was a point you made in here was learning new habits when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I check the back of everything I pick up now. Look at the nutritional stuff. Mainly, I'm just looking at the carbs more so than anything else.
Yeah.
Looking at the carbs.
Yeah.
And I picked up and looked at a box of rice, the bowling bag. Not the box, the steamer bags of rice.
Right.
I eat one of those as a side by myself. That's not a split. That's 100 grams of carbs.
Right.
In a bag of rice.
Yeah.
That busted every myth I thought about rice.
Yeah.
I'm like, used to growing up, you thought, man, if I just eat chicken and rice, I'm going to lose weight and do this. And, bro, how wrong was I?
Well, and if you're eating those carbs at 7 p.m. at night, which most people are, dude, so you're not converting those carbs to energy to work out. You're basically converting to fat while you sleep. And that's what puts the weight on people. So anytime you're eating fruit or carbs after 4, 5, 6 p.m. and you're not working out, guess what? You're converting to fat. That's what you're doing.
I'm glad you mentioned fruit. Real quick before we take this break, what are safe? Is it safe? I mean, fruit is carb heavy.
Yeah, and sugar heavy,
like pineapples
and the good
stuff
sugar.
Like that.
So every morning,
or the healthy carbs.
Yeah, I love fruit. And fruit, you need fruit, but you need fruit in the morning up until 2 or 3 p.m. and then you need to quit fruit because fruit still got sugar in it. It's a good sugar, but it's sugar. I hear so many people tell me, I had a bowl of strawberries and peaches at 9 o'clock for my midnight. Oh, okay, that's sugar. Yeah. Okay, that's converting to fat as you sleep. And I'll tell you this, when you're grocery shopping, here's another point. The longer the shelf life of that particular product, the less your life is. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
So the longer the shelf life, okay, the less your life is. Okay, the shorter the shelf life, the longer your life. So if it's fresh, short shelf life, that's what you need to put in your body.
It goes bad quick. It's better for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know. It makes sense.
And it's easy.
Say it out loud.
It's easy to remember.
Yeah, well, we've talked about this with all this preservatives and all this crap they're putting in food and on food. And I saw where Arm & Hammer has a new chemical. It may not be new. It may have been out a while. I just saw it yesterday. I think you can spray on your fruits and vegetables when you buy it from the grocery store and it'll get all the chemicals off of it.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And they say it's really good for getting the pesticides and all that crap off of it. I was like, man, that's something
that sounds good.
There. They say because water ain't doing it.
Yeah, no, and that's probably something to that.
Yep.
So,
all right, we're going to take a break real quick. When we come back, I want to hear Anson's story about some of his clients this week. And you're listening to the Clay Edwards Show right here on 103.9 WYAB. All right, welcome back into the Clay Edwards Show. We're live here in the Generator Power Solutions studio, and this segment is brought to you by Mr. Anson B. Walker and the Walker Lifestyle. Anson, is the website up yet?
No, we're launching May 2nd, AnsonBWalker.com. I'm going to be able to coach you online. I'm going to help you nutrition-wise online, and you're going to be able to see testimonials from real people around here online that's going to help you win.
I like it. So May 2nd. We'll be able to talk about that next week in live time.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right, so Anson, you got a client you want to talk about.
Yeah, and I don't have his permission, but I'm going to just wing it because I think he's a really good friend of mine. I know he won't care.
We'll just stick with first names.
Well, he won't care. But I want people can identify with this guy. So I think a lot of times people don't want to join a gym because they're scared, they're intimidated, they're nervous, whatever, anxiety, it doesn't matter. But this is my friend David Cuevas. He's from Madison, Mississippi. He's married with 3 kids and 3 beautiful daughters. And I've been on David for years and years and years about it. Well, David finally 3 months ago came and said, I'm ready. Okay. And I wasn't like, every week or anything on him. He knows what I do for a living, and he knew he probably needed it. So David, for 3 months, he probably started out at probably 245 pounds or whatever. He's probably around 220 now, 225, 3 months into it. He's 57 years old. Okay. Now, here's the other thing about David. Would never say this on the air, but I'm going to say it. David's wife is diagnosed with cancer for the 2nd time, so she's in chemotherapy right now. Okay. She couldn't get out of bed this week. Okay. David's mother has had cancer. Okay. She's back in the hospital. Can you think of a situation any worse than that right now?
Not where you could justify feeling sorry for yourself and I don't have time.
Yeah.
No, not off the top of my head.
My problems, Clay, I got problems. My problems don't compare to that. Because
mine are self-inflicted.
Yeah, me too. But the possibility exists that he could lose his mother, he could lose his wife, he could lose the mother of his children. That is a real possibility for this man. But yet, he's at the gym a while ago. We got it done, men's group. And y'all, that's what I'm talking about. He's 57 years old, guy. He's not 27, okay? He owns 2 businesses. He works his rear end off, okay? He is what I call Americana, okay? He is true Mississippi. And there's just no excuses out there. And I just want y'all to know David is winning. And let me tell you what David has told me the last few weeks. Anson, my arthritis is gone. Anson, I feel better. Anson, I got more energy. Anson, I'm performing better as a father, as a husband, as a friend. And the amount of stress he's going under, this is kind of therapeutic for him, working out, being with the guys every day. And it gives him some accountability. It's healthy. It's good for his mental health. It's good for his physical health. It's good for his emotional health. And not to mention, he's a good friend of mine. He's one of my best friends. And I'm so proud of him. And y'all, he's winning. Despite everything that life is throwing at him right now, he's winning. And all I'm telling you is if you're listening to this right now and you're a little bit intimidated, a little bit scared, y'all, if David can do it, you can do it. And dude, I don't scream, I don't holler, I'm too old for that crap, okay? If you don't show up, I'm not going to text you, where the heck were you? You didn't know. It's you. But I can help you win, okay? I've got a system in place. And it's about accountability. It's about learning. It's about education. It's about learning what we're putting in our bodies, learning why we're doing this, learning why we're doing that. And it works. And I got a lot of people winning right now. And I want it to be you.
Absolutely. Let's take a call here real quick. Right. On the Mack Hike Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Flowwood phone line, we got Scott. Hey, Scott. How you doing, brother?
Hey, morning, Clay. Doing great. Hey, Anson.
Hey, Scott.
Morning. Yeah, so, when I tuned in a little while ago, a couple of segments ago, you guys were talking about the value just being, you being fit and you being in good condition. So if you're taking care of yourself, you're better equipped to take care of others. And I know you're talking about physical fitness. I wanted to relate that to something else. Several years of military service, I've always been physically fit. Just because I took seriously the obligation that I undertook for service.
Right.
And not everyone does, but I did. And but one of the things I also committed to was I had an uncle growing up who was always borrowing stuff from his dad, from my grandfather, and it would end up in a pawn shop, and was always borrowing a couple of bucks for this or that, just one of those, and left my grandmother with nothing, because when the grandfather died, there was nothing there.
Right.
But he wasn't there to take care of his mom. It was up to my mother and the other siblings. So I kind of committed. I just saw that, and I just committed to be. I'm not wealthy, don't get me wrong, but I live within my means. And I always let my folks know, my dad was very responsible, and he's enjoying his retirement, so is my mother.
Right.
But I always let them know my retirement plan is not contingent upon my inheritance.
Yes.
And I've never come to them with a handout.
Yeah.
There have been times when I've been in a bind, and I've let them know, hey, just like if they were in a bind, I would help them out. But It's not because of anything I did. It's just sometimes, hey, you get fired and God opens another door.
That's right.
Until it opens, you don't know for sure what that door's going to be, or something like that.
Absolutely. Been there, brother.
And that's what family's for. That's that's when you say, hey, we're family. But they always, it's nice to know they always know I'm good for it, but I've never had to do that. And I know they're good for it, and they've never had to do it. But being financially fit is a tremendous relief to them. It's not something they worry about or think about. They know that their kids are self-sustaining.
Yes.
And it makes them happy to know. It gives them a feeling of accomplishment as a parent. When they say, hey, my kid's, he's not a billionaire or anything, but he's doing just fine.
Dude, I agree with you 100% about the financially fit part. I think that's incredible, dude. I love that.
Well, it drives a huge part, because being financially stressed causes a lot of real stress on you, which causes you to binge eat and be unhealthy and have unhealthy habits.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from somebody that knows.
Yeah, me too.
And the worst shape I was in physically was also the worst shape I was in financially. Hey, Scott, I'm going to jump off here, brother. Great point. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. I mean, he hit the nail on the head there.
He did.
And if your life is all over the place right now, you're out of shape, you're financially and physically, one thing you can absolutely do is get in shape physically, and you'll start building those good habits.
You will.
And you'll start feeling better about how do you get yourself out of your financial, because if you can get your physical goals, you can absolutely reach your financial goals.
Yeah, and I've never let finances come in the way of me training somebody, dude. I will work with you any way to make this happen, because I know it. I say this all the time. The most important thing I can do for somebody is tell them about Jesus Christ. The second thing, the most important thing I do for them is help them mentally and physically. And that's what I do, Clay. And I'm proud of what I do, man. I'm proud of it. And I want to share it with as many people as I can.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's motivating. That's why I really enjoy these segments that we do here.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish we did them earlier in the week so I could start my week off better.
Well, try to motivate you for Friday. So.
Exactly. But, you get motivated going into the weekend. Yeah. And look, I get fired up. People talk to me about these segments all the time. I mean, they're often since we've started splitting up the Walker lifestyle, that little segment or this segment is one of the most downloaded podcasts of every week.
Right.
So I mean, people are hearing the message.
Good.
And they enjoy it. And the fact that we got Scott calls in on all kind of stuff that we do.
Yeah.
I mean, people get fired up.
I wanted to hit on what Scott said, and this is page 69 of the book, and it kind of reiterates and I just want to read you a quick paragraph. So I have this thing, I think discipline equals freedom. While motivation can change and have fleeting levels of influence, discipline is what separates those who win and lose. Although it may sound ironic, I believe that discipline equals freedom. How can discipline, or staying with the routine, whether you feel like it or not, have a freedom effect? I have found the more disciplined I am during the week, the more things I accomplish. It's that simple. The more tasks, the more clients. The more disciplined I am, the more money I make, and then the more freedom I have to relax. The more disciplined I am with my time, the more free time I have to do other things, whether it creates moments with Tiffany, or if we're going to Ole Miss football game, or hunting, or fishing, or to be with family and friends, write a book, or build a business. In my own life, I enjoy what I do, and I often put in more than 60 hours a week. I train hundreds of people, and I encourage thousands of others, but I still have to get my workouts in. What good would a fat personal trainer be? I am my best marketing tool, so I have to keep working at being the best I can be daily.
You hit the nail on the head right there, talking about a fat personal trainer. I see these fat people online selling health stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, brother, at least use it and make it and make me think it how you lost your weight before you try to sell it to me.
If you're going to be fat, sell some taffy. Then make it look good.
I mean, like I want to buy my barbecue from a big guy.
Yes, absolutely. Don't sell me fitness if you're overweight, please.
All right, Anson, we got one more phone call here.
Okay.
Hey, caller, you're on there. You got about a minute here.
Just real quick, I don't know if y'all know the answer to this right, but I'm trying to, do what y'all are talking about, put the good things in, some grow my own garden, all kind of stuff. Do y'all have any idea what we can use in our gardens besides a Roundup, glyphosates, all that kind of stuff to make our food better for us?
You're talking about the chemicals you're putting in your garden?
Yeah, I don't want to put anything in there, but do y'all have any alternatives or know a direction I can go to look?
Man, I would say start at Google or DuckDuckGo or one of those places. I don't want to lie to you. I have never planted anything.
No, I would talk to a farmer. One of my best friends is Jeff Sumrall in Canton. He's on Facebook. I would wing it and shoot him a question. Well, that would be an answer for them. Man, I couldn't tell you. I grow food for the deer, and that's about it.
Yeah, well,
Matt.
I knew it was a long shot, but I just figured,
No, I'm just proud you're listening, brother.
Hey, no, I appreciate you asking that question because now I'm curious too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you'll tune back in tomorrow, I'll get us an answer.
I'll tune in every day, so I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, brother, I appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, man, that's a good call there. We got a text here. Let's see if this is he said anything organic, but so we'll do a little research on that. Anson, we got about a minute and a half left. You want to close the show?
Yeah, let me just say a couple things. One, if you're scared about making a lifestyle change, I get it. If you're intimidated, I get it. But you really, deep down, you owe it to yourself to be the best you. You do. And you owe it to the people that you love to be the best you. Y'all, I train at Stark Fitness in Gluckstadt, Mississippi. It's literally, it's not very far away here from Flora. But I've got clients ages from 11 to 81 right now. Everything in between, from paralyzed to a wheelchair to a walker now. I've got trained 2 people with Alzheimer's. They're in their 60s. There's really no excuse except you. The only obstacle is whether you want to be the best you or you don't. And like I said, I've done it all kinds of different ways. I'm telling you this, when you're in halfway decent shape, you look better, you feel better, you're a better version of you, and that reflects to the people who love you. You're a better husband, you're a better wife, you're a better son, you're a better father. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've been doing this for a long time. My cell phone is 601-927-3208, 601-927-3208, or you can send me a Facebook message. I can help you. Give me 90 days, and I'll help you change your life forever. And that's a promise.
You heard it from the man himself. Hey, we got a late text that compost or manure are great for growing anything. See y'all tomorrow.
There we go.
America, you love your country, so it goes without saying that you also love your ride. And Auto Armor in Flowood wants to help you make that ride shine. Auto Armor in Flowood is Central Mississippi's premier automotive detail and ceramic coating shop, servicing any type of vehicle, including ATVs, boats, and more. Need just a quick detail or paint correction? Auto Armor can make it happen. But if you're set to hit the road in a blaze of glory while flying the old red, white, and blue, Auto Armor should be your first and last call to give your ride a full ceramic coating. Auto Armor is locally owned and operated by the loud and proud American patriot Clay Edwards. Auto Armor also proudly backs the blue, all military and first responders. So don't forget to ask for your discount. Call 601-260-0858, 601-260-0858, or stop in today, fellow Americans. Auto Armor is located at 4394 Mangum Drive in Flowood. Online at AutoArmorMS.com. Auto Armor, unapologetically American.